and more importantly, we made it to Resident Evil 4 Remake's launch day. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's Daily Fix, Resident Evil 4 Remake is getting its Mercenaries mode real soon. The Xbox Activision Blizzard deal has taken a major step forward, and if you're looking to play Diablo 4's beta this weekend, you might need to grab some snacks for the long queue times ahead. I'm actually stealing some from the office after we film this. Don't tell them. With Resident Evil 4 Remake launching today, you probably thought we'd have to wait a while for any new updates in the game. Well, you're wrong. Resident Evil 4 Remake's Horde-style mode, the Mercenaries, will release April 7th, which is in 2 weeks. While Capcom had confirmed in the 2023 State of Play last month that the Mercenaries would be coming as a free, post-release update, players suspected this would come much later after the remake's release. This is the first DLC that will hit RE4 Remake and is completely free to all players. The Mercenaries is a mode where players must kill enemies in a specific amount of time before the evacuation chopper comes to pick you up. You can also find different ways to extend your stay in the undead-infested grounds by picking up items that will increase your time. Just like in the original game, you can unlock the Mercenaries mode after completing the main game story mode in any difficulty. I'm sure most players will blast through the main story in no time and be anxiously awaiting those 2 weeks for the Mercenaries, but at least you have something to look forward to. Or you could try your hand at beating the main story in professional difficulty mode, which you can't change once you select. But I mean, hey, it's an easy way to keep yourself busy till April 7th. I know we're probably all sick and tired of hearing about minor updates on the Activision Blizzard acquisition deal from Microsoft, but we now have a major step forward in the case. The UK's Competitions and Markets Authority, or the CMA, revealed it's less concerned over the deal going through now. Previously, the CMA was concerned about Microsoft harming the competition of game sales if Call of Duty was made an Xbox exclusive. The CMA released a statement saying that this concern was addressed and is no longer an issue. It only took Microsoft stating that they wouldn't make Call of Duty an exclusive 1,000 times to be heard, but hey, I totally get the legal investigative duties. To further what Microsoft had been stating, the CMA also stated that it would not make sense for Call of Duty to be an exclusive since it would lose Xbox money. I mean, yeah, no shit. Even though this is a huge step forward in the investigations, the CMA still says it has major concerns over its impact on the cloud gaming market. But that's definitely less of a problem than with the fight against PlayStation. Martin Coleman, the CMA's chair of the independent panel of experts, said, "Having considered the additional evidence provided, we now have provisionally concluded that the merger will not result in a substantial lessening of competition in console gaming services because the cost to Microsoft of withholding Call of Duty from PlayStation would outweigh any gains from taking such action." Coleman also added that the final verdict should arrive by the end of April. So we get the Resident Evil 4 Remake Mercenaries mode and an update to this Microsoft Activision Blizzard acquisition investigation. Sweet! If you're not playing Resident Evil 4 Remake and are instead, like me, diving into Diablo 4's open beta, you're definitely going to want to temper your expectations on getting into the game. The closed beta last weekend had a bit of traffic trying to enter Diablo for the first 2 days, but evened out. This time, with the open beta, which means way more players trying to get in some demon slaying time, the queue times are bound to be way worse. The official Diablo Twitter account stated that this beta is to test functionality and get feedback as opposed to just letting people play early. The tweet also addressed the queue times by stating, "We expect unprecedented traffic and queue times as a result." In a forum post, community manager Pez Radar explained further, saying, "While we know it can be frustrating, we need queues to properly stress test our services, and we are designing to ensure we have them some of the time. Honestly, I would rather a game have issues during an open beta than at launch, since it means the developers can stress test their games and make sure servers can properly handle all the players logging in at launch, and fixing any performance issues that may come up through feedback given during the beta as well." You can play Diablo 4's open beta from today, the 24th, to the 27th on Monday. I'll be switching back and forth between my Barbarian to a Necromancer running around. Are you going to be playing Resident Evil 4 Remake or Diablo 4? Let us know. Either way, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And now that you're all caught up on the news, check out our feature on Resident Evil 4's 23 brilliant little details. I'm Stella Chung, and to keep up with the Daily Fix, subscribe to us on Snapchat, be sure to download the IGN app wherever you read us, and follow our socials. We'll see you next time.